Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the CZ P-10F Competition. So this is not a full review because I have not had enough rounds through this, but since this is a brand new gun that I was able to get pre-released from CZ, I wanted to do at least a first looks video to show you guys about this gun, show you what I think initially with my first couple mags. So let's do a quick overview of this gun from the top to the bottom. So first off, if you got your sights, these are fiber optic. You've got your fiber optic in the front and then your black serrated on the back. Usually I will go fiber optic or tritium if I'm gonna go iron sight. So I think that's a really good choice by CZ to go with these. Really easy to use, quick. If you've used them before, you know exactly how they are. These don't look any different than any other fiber optics that I've used in the past, so if you've used these before and you like them, you're gonna like these sights that are on this gun. I personally do like fiber optics, and I think this is a really good sighting solution if you're gonna go with an iron sight, so I think that's a good choice for this. Right here on top, you have the cut for your optics, so you can put different plates on depending which one you want to use. I like that almost all handguns now in the market are really coming with this option because I think they understand that everybody was sending their guns off to get milled, so it's cool that companies are just coming with them pre-milled with the plate on top, so you do have the option, especially if you have a competition gun. It's kind of a must. It's throwing a red dot on there. The slide itself is very nice. It looks sharp. The serrations are actually useful. It's good for being able to manipulate your gun in different ways. I think they did a really good job with the slide without making it look ridiculous, making sure everything actually is functionable and it looks really sharp on this gun. This is a ½ inch longer than your full-size normal CZ P-10F. So you're going to have a little bit longer sight radius and a longer barrel. You have a gold cold hammer forged barrel, which just looks nice because you have that gold accenting right there on the barrel, the trigger, the back plate, along with the magazine bases. So I'm not one for having a bunch of accents on your gun and like red and gold everywhere, but I think they did a really good job of just doing a little bit of accents to make this look nice and stand out without making it look kind of goofy by doing every single accessory they could gold. They just did a couple things. So I think it does look nice on there, and it definitely stands out as more of a competition style gun with that gold stuff on it. You have your bottom rail here so you can put your flashlights on if you want. I don't know how many competition guys run flashlights. Me personally, I'm probably not going to put one on here. Now, if I was going to use this a little bit more like I did with my 34, I'd probably put a Surefire X300 and like an SRO or a 508T on this. But if this is going to be more of a competition-based gun, it really depends what type of competitions you do, but I don't usually see competition guys running flashlights. But it is nice they put that as an option so you can still use this as a defensive weapon or anything else you would like. You still have the option to put something on the bottom there. The trigger is an HB Industries trigger, which I found after shooting it is a really nice trigger. I usually don't do a ton of aftermarket triggers on my handguns, as you guys probably know from a lot of videos I make, but I do like the one that comes with this. With the shooting that I've done with this so far, I have found to really like the trigger. Now, it does have extended slide release, slide stops, and magazine releases, just makes it a little bit easier to manipulate. The grip is going to be pretty much the same as any of your other CZ handguns. If you're familiar with like the P-10C, the P-10F, you're going to be really comfortable and you're going to know exactly what this grip feels like. They didn't really change too much. The texturing is about the same. You can remove the back strap if you would like to and make it a little bit thicker depending on your hand, but for me the gun itself is actually really comfortable the way it is. I may eventually get this stippled, but for right now, I am happy with how it is out of the box. Now for your magazines, it comes with 3 19-round magazines. I think that capacity is fantastic. I don't do competition shooting, so I don't know how it is, whether you can use whatever the gun has or you have a max limit, but it is nice to have the capacity of 19 on this. They come out of the gun really easily, and they're pretty much basically the same as any of your other CZ magazines. As far as I know, they didn't change anything with these compared to what they used to have before, and I don't think CZ has any issues with their magazines. I've never heard anything really bad about them. So you're going to get the same reliability as your normal magazines with this one as well. The MSRP price of this gun is $1,000 at the time of filming this. That's the pricing they gave me. So it might go down, might go up depending on situations, but as of right now, it is at $1,000. So I'll be able to tell you guys if I think that's worth it later in the full review after I've shot more rounds through it. So there's a quick overview of the gun itself. For accuracy, reliability, that's going to be something I'm going to find out later on in the testing process. The more rounds I shoot through it, how I like it, I'll shoot some things on paper and see exactly how accurate this is. Eventually, I'll put an optic on this and go from there. So that will be later on. But here's a quick video of me shooting my first mags through it and my thoughts after shooting it. Hey guys, I'm out here at the range with the CZ P-10F Competition. Going to be putting my first mags through this. This is a new gun from CZ. So let's get right to it and see what I think. All right. Let's go for the 50 real quick. Last shot, 50 yards. All right, back to the 50. There we go. Let's go to 45 or 4. That's 40. And 40. All right, so it shoots a lot flatter than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a little choppier, honestly. But shoots flat, trigger is really nice. Love the trigger on this. One of the coolest things that I noticed right when I got this out of the box, I don't know why I noticed this, but the extended slide release and slide lock. Really like that. Do a little more shooting. Let's go back to 50. Let's see if we can hit him again. And 40. Ooh, a little left. There we go. I think it's cool. How many more we got? So this thing has a 19 round mag in it. So really long, or a large capacity mag. I like that. The gun, for being so big, doesn't feel like massive in my hand, which is nice. I don't have huge hands, but it doesn't feel obnoxious in my hand. All right, so for the hostage, oh, just over. There we go, got him. So as I said, out the range, this gun is not snappy. It shoots nice and flat. It's very comfortable in my hand. It doesn't feel overly large, especially since I don't have huge hands. So this gun doesn't feel massive like I thought it would, but the gun shoots really nicely. The trigger's fantastic in my mind. But like I said, I'll get more info on this gun as I shoot this and put more rounds through it, and I'll be able to update you guys further. And then I'll be doing a full YouTube review on this gun for you guys to see. This is very comparable, for those of you that are wondering, to a Glock 34. It's almost actually the same size as a Glock 34. So those of you that are wondering, this is what it is. So if you are comfortable with a Glock 34, if you've ever held one, this is going to be basically the same size as that. I know a lot of people are going to be like, you know, I wonder how much longer it feels, how much it looks. If you have a 34 or know somebody with one and you aren't quite sure if you want this because you might think it may be too long or maybe too short or something, take a look at one of your friends' Glock 34s, or just go to the gun store and see if you can find one of these, and that'll give you a really good idea of how long this gun is. So I also got a CZ P-10M as well from CZ, so maybe testing this one as well. There's a video here if you'd like to check that one out and the first looks at that. I'm going to be testing both of these guns actually along with a CZ P-10C that I've never actually had before. Now I have one. So I'm going to test all three of these guns, and I'll be doing full reviews on each, and then I'll be showing you guys what I think of them later down the road. So if you guys want to help out the channel and things that I do here, there's a couple ways to do that. Down in the description, there are some discounts from companies that I trust that you can use to save some money. There's also a link to my website from there. There's links to other websites like Brownells, Air Precision, Premier Body Armor, anything you use. Using those links does help out the channel a ton, and I appreciate it. Another company that supports me in the things I do is Howitzer. Absolutely love these guys. It's a clothing brand. They have pants, shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, tons of stuff on their website, and they donate 5% of proceeds to charity, which is a super cool thing that they do. Another company is TA Targets. Love this brand and the things they stand for, and their targets are fantastic. It's what I have out at my range, and you can use code Tactical Advisor to save 10% off there. Other than that, guys, I'll have videos on both of these coming very soon. Huge thank you to CZ for getting these to me before they were released, so I can get some testing on, get an overview video for you guys right when they're released, and get more rounds as soon as possible to try to get a review out to you guys quickly. So thank you guys so much, and I appreciate you all.